I never thought I would be telling the story. I never imagined that love could be this beautiful or this painful. When I met Ethan, it felt like a dream. He had this charm that made everyone around him gravitate toward him. He was effortlessly confident, with a smirk that could make any girl weak in the knees. And for some reason, he chose me. It all started on a rainy afternoon at the university cafe. I was buried in my books, struggling to concentrate on my upcoming exams, when a shadow fell over my table. "You look way too serious," a smooth voice said. I looked up, and there he was, Ethan Carter, the guy every girl wanted but could never keep. I had seen him before, laughing with his friends, always surrounded by girls. I never thought he would notice someone like me. I hesitated, unsure of what to say. I'm just studying." He chuckled, sitting across from me. "Then let me give you something better to think about." That was the beginning. Ethan found his way into my life so easily, so effortlessly, that I never saw the danger. He would wait for me outside my lectures, bring me coffee without asking, and text me every morning as if I was the first thing on his mind. For the first time, I felt seen, special, wanted. I was falling. Ethan made me laugh like no one else. He made the world feel exciting, like every little moment was something to be cherished. He'd pull me into bookstores just to find a book he thought I'd like. He brushed my hair behind my ear when I was talking, as if he couldn't take his eyes off me. He'd hold my hand under the table when no one was looking. He made me believe in love, but love isn't supposed to be built on lies. At first, I ignored the little things, the way his phone never stopped buzzing, how he would suddenly disappear for hours, the way he always had the perfect excuse. Then the whisper started. "He's just playing with you. You're not the only one, Emily. He does this to every girl." I told myself they were wrong, that they didn't know him the way I did, until one night I found out the truth. Ethan told me he was busy studying, that he had a long night ahead. I believed him, but fate had other plans. I was walking past the campus bar with a friend when I saw him. He wasn't alone. He had his arm around another girl, whispering into her ear, making her laugh the same way he used to make me laugh. I stopped breathing. My chest felt tight, my heart pounding so loudly I thought it would burst. "Emily," my friend whispered. "We should go." But I couldn't move. I watched as he ran his fingers through the girl's hair, leaned in close, and let his lips hover near hers. It was the same touch he had given me, the same words, the same lies. I felt sick. Tears stung my eyes, but I refused to let them fall. I turned around and walked away. The next day, I found him outside the library. He smiled when he saw me, acting as if nothing had happened. I stood in front of him, my hands shaking. "Did you think I wouldn't find out?" His smile faltered. "Emily, it's not what you think." I let out a bitter laugh. "Not what I think. I saw you, Ethan. I saw you with her." He sighed, rubbing the back of his neck. "I never promised you anything, Em." His words hit me like a slap. Everything. Every kiss, every touch, every whispered word had been a lie. I took a deep breath, my voice shaking. "You used me." For the first time, he looked guilty. But guilt wasn't enough. I turned and walked away, leaving him standing there. And that was supposed to be the end. But it wasn't. Days passed, then weeks. I expected him to move on, to replace me the way he had replaced so many others. But something was different. I saw him sitting alone at the cafe where we first met, staring at his untouched coffee. I saw him ignoring his phone when other girls tried to talk to him. And then one evening, he stopped me outside my dorm. "I miss you," he said, his voice softer than I had ever heard it. I crossed my arms. "Miss me or miss the game." He swallowed hard. "It wasn't a game. Not with you." I wanted to believe him, but how could I? Then he did something that stunned me. He pulled out his phone and handed it to me. "Look." I hesitated before taking it. His entire call log empty. His messages deleted. His social media deactivated. "I cut them all off, Emily," he said, his voice shaking. "Because none of them mattered. Only you did." I looked up at him, searching for deception. But all I saw was raw, aching regret. "Why now?" I whispered. His eyes filled with something I had never seen before, pain. "Because losing you hurt more than anything. More than I ever thought it would." I didn't forgive him that day. It wasn't that easy. But I saw something I hadn't seen before. A man who was trying. And he kept trying. He stopped flirting, stopped playing games. He started opening up, telling me about his past, his fears, his mistakes. He told me about his father, who had walked out on his mother, about how he had learned to never get attached, because love only led to heartbreak. I was afraid of love, Emily, he admitted one night. But you made me want it. Slowly, I let him in again. And this time, he didn't take it for granted. Months passed, and Ethan changed in ways I never thought possible. He became the guy who held my hand in public, who remembered the little things, who didn't need to chase other girls because he had found everything he wanted in one. And one evening, as the sun set over the lake, he pulled me close and whispered, "I love you, Emily. And I want to spend forever proving that to you." Tears filled my eyes, but this time they weren't from pain, because I knew he meant it. And for the first time, I believed in love again.